Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel Transcendence. My name is Christian Ramirez, and on today's episode it's going to be a bit of a short one. It's just going to be some more messages from Bashar. It's about being triggered, and when someone actually triggers you, they say something that makes you feel a certain way, what that's about, and how to do some more inner reflection about your belief systems, about yourself for some healing. So it's going to be a little bit about that. Also a little bit more on time, just a little bit, just a smidge, and about following your passions, the higher mind, the higher consciousness level, and what it means to try and make something happen in your life instead of going with the flow and allowing things to happen. But let's just jump into it, and I hope you enjoy.
The moment that you're triggered, I believe one of the first things you've suggested is you take a moment of pause.
Yes, you stop and find out what you would have to believe is true about yourself in order to have the triggering experience. Because you wouldn't be triggered by someone saying something that had nothing to do with you, that you couldn't relate to. So the idea is to find out, why are you relating to what they've said or done in a way that seems true about you, when you know that you don't necessarily prefer it to be so. Again, it's always wise to make sure that what is being reflected to you is not something you need to pay attention to change yourself in a way that you might prefer to. But generally speaking, those ideas that trigger you into the fear are for the purpose of taking that moment for what it is and exploring what you would have to believe is true about yourself in order to have that particular fearful reaction. Because you wouldn't have that reaction if you automatically knew that what was being said or done wasn't true. You wouldn't be able to relate to it. There would be no reaction if you thought it had nothing to do with you.
So getting into that neutral state is really critical when it is just starting, because you feel the effect of it, and then you have to sort of watch your own behavior and your own thought patterns that are triggered by that situation, but coming from a neutral place where you're not giving away your power. Because I guess that's part of the question, is why give away your power to another person? You know,
because that's part of the belief structure in the negative belief, that you do so to keep you feeling powerless to change it. It's simply one of the tools in the kit of the negative belief that prevents you from letting it go.
So one thing I really want to point out here is that Bashar mentions the belief that you hold on to. And what he's referencing is that everyone has a particular belief about something. And these beliefs come from what we grew up with, our society, what we were taught in school, our parents. We were taught over and over again that something was true based on other people's belief systems. So eventually we adopted those beliefs as our own beliefs, and we accepted them to be true. So we have to pay attention to all of our beliefs and see where these beliefs are coming from. Is this a belief that I came up with on my own? Is this something I accepted from my parents? Is this something that I accepted from school? Is this something I accepted from society and I never really thought about it and I just always believed it to be true and that's what it was for me? You have to really go within yourself and analyze what you believe to be true and where that actually came from. This is especially true about negative beliefs. And if you can analyze your negative beliefs and where the root came from, where it actually started, a lot of times you can just let go of those beliefs because they no longer serve you. They're no longer a part of who you really are. And you pick them up somewhere along the way in this thing we call life. And when someone triggers you, there's something you believe to be true about yourself. And that's why it bothers you so much. That's why sometimes you have to retaliate, or you feel the need to retaliate and you have to defend yourself. But if you knew it wasn't true to begin with, it has nothing to do with you. Therefore, why should it bother you at all? It's not your belief anymore. You don't believe that to be true about yourself, so it doesn't matter what anyone else says.
We will begin this transmission titled, "You Are All Time Travelers," in the following way. First, a brief reminder of some things we have talked about regarding what time is. Time, remember, is a side effect of your consciousness shifting over and over and over and over and over and over again to different points of view of the same single moment of existence.
So I don't have to actively create my desires if I just follow the flow.
If you follow the flow, your needs will always manifest if they are relevant for who you truly are. There is nothing you need to do beyond that. The current of creation, your current in creation, already knows where you need to go. Surrender is not surrendering control. Surrendering is surrendering to the control that's already built into you. That's why you go with the flow. The current already knows where you need to go. You don't need to make things happen. Making things happen, believing that you need to make things happen, is resistance to the current. Everything that's relevant for you is already contained within the current's energy. Just go with the flow. Your life will unfold naturally. You will respond to it in a positive way. Synchronicity will abound. Everything that needs to happen in your life that's relevant for you to experience will happen in perfect timing. That's all there is to it. You don't need to make it work. The machine works. Let it work. Let it work. Don't stop it by thinking you know better what should happen here. No, you don't. Many of you have to get to the point where you finally have to admit to yourself, I have no bloody idea.
I experienced that.
All right, then go with that. That, as many people on your own planet say, is the beginning of wisdom, to know that you don't know.
Yeah.
But your higher mind does. Remember, your physical mind is only designed to experience what's happening. It doesn't have any other job. It's not capable of performing any other function. Your higher mind knows what needs to happen. And it speaks to you to let you know what needs to happen by manifesting its communication in you as passion. Because passion, you're willing to follow, except when you let negative beliefs stop you. So stop talking yourselves out of hearing your higher mind. That's all you have to do. Stop talking yourselves out of hearing and listening and following what your higher mind is doing to guide you by sending the communication of passion to you. Here it is, follow this, act on this now. Here it is, follow this, act on this now. Here it is, follow this, act on this now. No. I know better. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Okay, higher mind says, go ahead, walk that path. Oops, look at that. She fell into a hole. I wonder why. I was going to guide her around it, but she insisted she knew better, so plop, there you go. Let me help you up out of the hole now, dust you off. Are you willing to listen to your passion now? No? Still stubborn? Okay, there's another hole over there. Go that way.
See, that's very interesting, because as humans, we like to try and control everything. And when things don't fall under that control and they go a different way, it upsets us. But we have to learn how to surrender control. And that's something that I like that he says, that we really don't have any control, really. And the physical mind is only capable of perceiving the experience as it is happening. Only the higher mind, the higher perspective, or the soul consciousness outside of the physical body can actually see, has that input to see things as they're going to occur before they happen in that higher realm, higher perspective, in a higher dimension. It's like being on the top of a mountain and looking downwards, and you can see an accident about to happen, but the people down on ground level have no idea what's about to happen, but you could see it naturally as it's about to occur, but you can't really force or change their directions from where you're standing. Here's another way to look at it. We are beings right now of 3 dimensions moving into 4th density consciousness. So, as a being of 3 dimensions, we can actually look downwards into every other dimension underneath us. So 2 dimensions, 1 dimension. but we can't see above. We can't see into the fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension, and so on. We can't because we're not on that level yet. But anything above can look into the dimensions beneath it. And when you start being who you truly are, following your passions, regardless of what the passion is, and you don't have to choose a particular passion because of money. Just do it because you love doing it, and you become naturally who you really are, who you're supposed to be. And then all the synchronistic events start happening for you. You start meeting the right people at the right time, being at the right place at the right time. Things just start falling into place and supporting you because you start believing that it works, and you put that trust into the universe, into yourself. There's a lot less resistance there. Because a lot of people think that you have to make something happen a certain way. And when it has to happen a certain way, I have to go to school to do it this way. I have to go here to get this done. And this is the only way it's going to work. When you do that, you literally close all the doors in which that thing or whatever you're trying to achieve can come to you. Because in your mind, in your mindset, in your perspective, there's no other way that it can come. So boop, closed all the doors. I'm not even going to be open to any other possible way that this could possibly happen when all things are possible. Everything is possible. I hear so many miracle stories about how someone ends up doing or being what they want to be, and they didn't even go and get there through the traditional methods of getting there. Meanwhile, everyone on the sidelines saying, that's impossible, that'll never work. And then it happens. So be open. Trust in yourself, follow your passions, be who you truly are, regardless of what people think, and do it in as much love and compassion as possible. And also, watch your belief systems. Whenever you say you can't do something, or it'll never work that way, stop right there, analyze, and ask yourself, what do I have to believe to be true about myself, or about the situation that is stopping me, preventing me from moving forward? And that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that episode. I hope it was enlightening for you, maybe provide a new perspective into things. And if you enjoyed, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon so you can be notified when I drop next episode. I drop out episodes about once a week. It takes a little bit of time to do, so I appreciate the subscriptions and the followings and the likes. And feel free to comment down below if you have any questions or anything else you'd like to see. Drop a line. And until then, I'll catch you guys on the other side.